I'm here with Stephen Farrant from the International Tourism Partnership. Stephen, could you just tell me what the industry is doing in terms of carbon? It seems to have gone off the agenda slightly post-Lehman Brothers, which is understandable to an extent. But what is the industry now doing about its carbon footprint?
Well, I think actually the opposite is true, in that the industry is galvanised from the perspective of the hospitality sector, coming together to create a single, clear and very transparent metric which explains to individual customers what the carbon impact is of their purchasing decisions in any one property around the world. So the hotel industry has moved a very long way in the last few years, even through the recession, because the simple fact is that not only is it good for business in terms of energy efficiency, but it's also a growing market need and market opportunity, with customers around the world saying, help me to understand what the carbon impact is of my purchase decision. So we provided that clear metric, working with the World Travel and Tourism Council, the International Tourism Partnership and 23 global hotel companies. And so far over 16,000 individual properties around the world are able to report in that single, clear and consistent way to the customer.
I was going to ask, is there a difference between how individual hoteliers are approaching their carbon footprint compared with how the global chains are?
Well, the methodology that we've devised, working in partnership with the industry, is one that works both for the biggest of global chains as well as for the smallest of SMEs and independent operators. So the same challenges apply, and we've got a very clear and a very credible and simple methodology that increasingly the industry is adopting and increasingly the corporate customers are asking for.
And do you work with airlines?
We don't as yet, no, but I do think it was interesting in the discussion with Stephen Sacker this morning, and Johan from TUI was saying that there is a clear need within the airline sector for that same clear metric that helps customers to understand if you book with airline X, it's going to be different in terms of carbon compared with airline Y. So I do think that's the next stage of opportunity for us to take this same learning of what we've done to bring the industry together within the hotel sector and look at other sectors as well.
And sort of looking ahead 5-10 years down the line, do you think responsible tourism will become such a part of the tourism industry that it won't have its own niche in events such as World Travel Market?
Well, we all hope so. It's clearly a growing global movement, and it's really exciting to be here today to see that. But I do think there will always be leaders and those innovating and those driving the agenda forwards, and then others that need to follow. So I think there'll always be that distinction in the future.